on Euro billionaires and party animals playground, Ibiza, a mad island. He says, this weird, eclectic bunch of people that ran away and lived in this sort of hedonistic paradise. Many people know the name Amir Deori as the master art forger of the 1960s and subject of the Orson Welles film F for Fake. Pertwee called him Godfather. He experienced a youth surrounded by, in his words, draft dodgers, murderers, and actors. Most importantly, though, he was surrounded by artists. And it was art, maybe even more so than acting, that stuck with Pertwee long after he graduated from his flamboyant youth into an accomplished actor. In 2011, at the height of the recession, Pertwee, along with his partners Simon Anderson and James Golding, opened Pertwee, Anderson and Gold on Bateman Street in London. He says, we said, why don't we own a gallery? Well, I knew why not, because it's expensive. But we created a brand. We wanted to sound like a Jewish accounting firm. There are so many galleries who call themselves names like Sugar or Cube or Cloud. And I was like, oh, shut up. This art space enabled the actor to manifest his interest in creating moods and atmosphere. He created an old-fashioned gentleman's parlor room aesthetic for the gallery. Their design team imported specialized lighting from Brazil, and because for Pertwee, he designed and manufactured his own scent to permeate the ambiance of the gallery. He says it smells like a library or a gentleman's smoking room, even a leather-bound book, and it works. Creating a scent makes you question everything. It makes you question what you like and what you know and what you're trying to invoke.
Fashion Police.
When Joan Rivers, the beloved comedian and host of E's Fashion Police, died in early September, the cast of her hit show stopped to help each other cope. Co-host Juliana Rancic, who was supposed to head to New York City for Fashion Week, focused instead on helping Rivers' daughter Melissa. She says, Melissa was Joan's world. I've been friends with Melissa a really long time, and I'm just trying to help her out. Rancic called Rivers' death the shock of a lifetime, adding that she had just seen Rivers 48 hours before she learned of her death. She says, I still think she's going to walk through the door and yell, Juliana, get back to work. Joan was larger than life. I know Joan would want the show to go on, and Melissa gave her blessing. Rivers has left the show in good hands with Rancic. In addition to her fashion savvy, she has quietly become a media powerhouse in the past few years. The girl next door presides over a mini empire. In fact, the only TV personality with more side projects might be Oprah Winfrey. Rancic's TV resume is lengthy, and it includes co-hosting spots on Fashion Police and E! News, and a new 60-minute style interview show called Beyond Candid with Juliana. She also has a reality show with her husband called Juliana and Bill, currently in its 7th season. She explained how she turned her E! News co-hosting gig into multifaceted stardom. With New York Observer, she spoke with them and said, when I first started with E! I was different from everyone else, and that's why I got the job. People told me, stop asking such personal questions, stop being so crazy or dancing with celebrities or flirting. I was like, it's funny. Who cares? I'm being myself. So thank God I didn't listen to them, because then I got the job co-anchor on E! News, and out of 40 people, she got it out of 40 people who auditioned. Rancic got her TV start after college as a reporter, covering the Pentagon and the White House before she joined E! in 2002. The difference between her and most other entertainment news anchors, though, is her flaws and all relatable nature. For this, she has amassed a huge and devoted fan base with 3.3 million followers on Twitter alone. She confirmed that now she's been on the air for 13 years. She has no qualms about calling out stars that are less than gracious. Juliana Rancic says, you have to keep in mind that you're lucky. The reason Clooney and Sandra Bullock and Julia Roberts are the biggest stars in the world and have longevity is because they never lost sight of who they were. If someone wants to shake your hand or take a picture, do it. She blasted celebrities who open up their personal lives for public dissection when they're promoting a concert or movie and then complain about personal questions from the media. She says, I think it's hypocritical. It's all or nothing. If you want to open up to get people to see your movie and buy tickets, you shouldn't shut down when you have nothing to sell, but someone wants to take your picture. Aside from presenting, hosting the Miss USA and Miss Universe pageants has proved lucrative for Miss Rancic, but the most satisfying portion of her career is not the performing. Instead, she seems to get her most pleasure from her nonprofit FabuWish, which gives women hair, makeup, and beauty treatments while they're battling breast cancer. She founded FabuWish after being diagnosed with breast cancer at age 36. She confessed it was very difficult to focus on her glamorous self during the months after her double mastectomy. She says, I've been on E for all these years with free hair and makeup every day. Every day my hair was blown out. The weekends were a little rough, but I always felt pretty. It wasn't until she returned to work a few weeks after her surgery that she felt like herself again. She says, after hair and makeup, I look at myself in the mirror and I saw myself again. She says, I recognized that girl looking back at me in the mirror, and I thought to myself, wow, something that sounds so superficial, hair, makeup, and wardrobe, it's not. She says it's about feeling like the girl you were before you were diagnosed. I so want to dance with a glow stick in my hand right now. As we go outside of the last place on earth where we bring you Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcastro Valley, California.
And here's today's podcast picture.
The drawing is a cartoon with myself and this guy.
Hello there, Mike. I'm Mr. Rupi. I'm the brewmaster. Oh, boy.
How's the heartbreak?
My heart aches, and it's broken. Oh, boy.
Wonderful. And we talk about, in this cartoon, about the whole Seth Rogan thing.
Yeah. We both say things.
We both have opinions.
That's what I said.
And we say them in this cartoon.
I can't wait to have it be shown on your website. Oh, boy.
Yeah, you sound like it. All excited. MikesDailyPodcast.com. Oh, yeah, and Basil the Boxer is in it, too.
Hello there, brewmaster. Hello there, Madam Rutabaga.
Okay, this is a little awkward, you two together in the same area out here on the patio of the last place on earth.
Mike, I want to leave now.
I hope that we can be friends.
Yeah, all right. Let's be friends.
Do you want to make out?
Yeah!
Oh, they just went back inside of the last place on earth. Interesting. Isn't it interesting? You take a little fire and a little paper, and next thing you know, this happens. Oh, Valentino, what did you blow up now?
I blew up the parking lot again. I thought you were giving me a cue to make a sound effect there, so I had to detonate something. I think your car was what I blew up there.
Dang it. I'm very pro public transportation anyway. You know, I did a lot of interviews in 2014, talked to a lot of amazing bands, and next show, it's going to be the 2014 For the Radio, where we listen to music from some of the best acts that I talked to this year. Plus, we'll hear from Chely Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman, and John Deere the Engineer. And now, to get the image of what I saw happen between Madame Rutabaga and the Brewmaster out of my head, I give you a little Christmas tune.
Mike makes music.
Every year I see your inflatable Santa Claus. I hate that ugly thing, and I'll tell you because it looks like you're selling cars next to my house. I'm not in the Christmas mood this year, and I want out of this holiday that makes my street look like a cheap Las Vegas. Yeah, that's redundant, I know. Mike, your front yard Christmas display. Your display, your display. Destroyed my Christmas Day. Christmas Day. I don't want to drink eggnog or eat a cheese log. I want to see all your cheap lighted junk hauled away. Every year I try to find someone who will do the job, but your stuff's private property and I'm hiding from the mob. But I guess There's a lesson here about what Christmas is all about. It means buying cheap Chinese-made stuff that in 3 years will be all thrown out. Oh, it's a holiday that makes normal people act like they have all joined some scary secret devil pact. Your front yard Christmas display.
Your display.
Destroyed my Christmas day.
Christmas
I
Day.
could watch a football game, but everything on TV's lame. I wish I was a kid when I really liked this holiday. Oh, I think I've blown off a little steam. It's Christmas steam. Jingle steam. Jingle steam. Jingle all the way. Your front yard Christmas display.
Your display.
Destroyed my Christmas day.
Christmas Day.
I don't want to drink eggnog or eat a delicious cheese log. I want to see all your cheap lighted junk hauled away. Your front yard Christmas display.
Your display.
Destroyed my Christmas day.
Christmas
I could watch a football game or some fantastic Christmas special, but TV's lame. I wish I was a kid when I really liked this holiday.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com.
Email Mike now at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com.
See you tomorrow. Bye!
Mike, you forgot something. Do you know that?
Mike's Yuletide personalized MP3 for thee contest.
That's right. If you would like all the characters from the last place on earth to wish you a very Merry Christmas, you can email me, MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. If we pick your name, you will get an MP3 greeting you in the Yuletide tradition way from all the characters here at the last place on earth.
Michael Matthews, a brewmaster, and I need a tic-tac.
Don't have any.